slide on as we close. She talked about the young people. She talked about youth. She talked about school. She talked about teaching. And the next slide is a T-shirt with such good words on it. Next one. There we go. We are called to assist the earth, to heal her wounds, and in the process, heal our own. That's a young person holding that, wearing that T-shirt, and there's so many of them around. The next slide is the leadership program that was started by her, the Hummingbird Leadership Program. And I leave you with this. The Hummingbird Leadership Program is mostly for girls, but it expanded into more than that. And it's based on a statement that Wangari said a long time ago before, and she died, I should have mentioned, she died of ovarian cancer after a long fight with it. But this is the story that this is based on. A huge wildfire consumed the forest where the hummingbird lived. And as the fire raged, all the animals left the forest and stood watching, transfixed and overwhelmed. They all felt so overwhelmed that they did not do anything, but the hummingbird decided, I'm going to do something about the fire. So it flew to the nearest stream, got a drop of water in its beak and dropped it on the fire. Then it went back again and again, dropping water on the fire as fast as it could. The other animals mocked the hummingbird, saying, what are you doing? You're too small, your wings are too small, and the fire is too big. And the hummingbird turned to them and said, and you can almost imagine this, I am doing the best I can. I am doing what I can. And that simple story motivated this group, this leadership program called the Hummingbird. And it is a motivation that I want to leave with you as I ask Morland to read the last reading. And maybe after the reading, we will have two responses before we go. Morland, the third reading, again, the words of Wangari Maathai.
Those of us who witness the degraded state of the environment and the suffering that comes with it cannot afford to be complacent. We continue to be restless. If we really carry the burden, we are driven to action. We cannot give up. We owe it to the present and future generations of all species to rise up and walk.
Thank you, Morland. Next slide, Peter. And the next slide. Grounded in life, in its interconnections. We've seen three activists that did so in the political, the social, and the environmental, grounded. Next slide. Guided by love, justice, and compassion in an interconnected world. It wasn't just the political, it wasn't just the social, it wasn't just the environmental, because they loved. They loved, they cared about people, they cared about corruption, they cared about land degradation, and they worked for guided by love. And the next slide, growing in wisdom as they went. As those years gone by, they've learned more for engaging life in an interconnected world. And that's what we mean when we say those things, that we want to know how to do it better. I hope that Stoneman Douglas and Chico Mendes and Wangari Maathai have just, encouraged you even more, that there are folks doing such splendid work. These three are no longer with us, but their work has carried on in an incredible way. Last slide, Peter. Just the next slide, Peter. These are her last words to us. To be a potent, powerful agent for change in the world, to have a political impact, a social impact, an environmental impact by doing what we can together. And the last, sorry, I thought that was the last slide. I call them slides. They're really not slides, are they? Here's her last statement to us. Wangari speaks to us from long ago. There are opportunities, even in the most difficult moments. So I'm going to invite us to respond in this our time of need, may love abound. And for every abundant blessing we have been looking at, we share the joy.
Sure.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for inviting yourself into the lives of these incredible people and the people that have gone after them. I hope in the weeks to come, something that they've done or their works are still doing will encourage you to be part of something so splendid and so wonderful. Thank you. Welcome to join us on Tuesday for Wellness, on Thursday for Coffee with Mike, and all the rest of us. Book study thoughts are germinating and will come be announced when we can. And again, contact the church office, contact Mike, contact any of us. Stay together and be safe. Thank you. Love you all. Truly love you all. Not just a statement, but care and compassion for all.
Yeah.
Take care. Farewell. You're welcome to join a summer breakout room if you like.
Thank you very much, Scott. That was
Bye-bye.
wonderful.
Yeah, thank you, Scott.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay.